In Japan, ghosts don't just haunt, they demand justice. Imagine a pale figure in a white burial kimono, her long black hair dripping like ink as she stares into your soul. This is a Yurei, a vengeful spirit with unfinished business, and once she's found you, there's no escape. Tonight we explore the haunting world of the Yurei, Japan's most terrifying ghostly legend. The Yurei isn't your average ghost story. She's the embodiment of rage, sorrow, and unfinished business. Rooted in ancient Japanese beliefs about death and the afterlife, Yurei stories have been whispered across the country for centuries. But don't be fooled by her beauty. This spirit's vengeance knows no bounds. Today, we'll uncover the origins of the Yurei, hear chilling tales of her hauntings, and try to understand why she's become an icon of Japanese folklore. Let's dive in. The Yurei legend is deeply tied to Japanese traditions around death. In Shinto and Buddhist beliefs, when someone dies, their soul must pass on peacefully. If they don't, because of violent death, unfulfilled desires, or betrayal, they become a Yurei, a restless ghost trapped in the mortal world. The term Yurei literally means faint spirit. These ghosts are usually depicted as women, dressed in white burial robes with long, disheveled black hair. Their appearance represents their broken connection to the world of the living. Yurei tales became especially popular during the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, a time when ghost stories known as kaiden were performed and illustrated. These stories weren't just spooky entertainment. They reflected societal fears about betrayal, honor, and revenge. Think of them as Japan's answer to campfire ghost stories, only with a lot more screaming. One of the earliest and most famous Yurei tales is that of Oiwa, a betrayed wife who returns to torment her deceitful husband. We'll get to her chilling story in a moment. But first, let's talk about what makes a Yurei's vengeance so terrifying. The Yurei doesn't haunt at random. She has a purpose. Most Yurei are women who were wronged in life, often by betrayal, murder, or unrequited love. They return to exact revenge, and they won't stop until their mission is complete. Take the story of Oiwa. Her husband, Iemun, poisoned her so he could marry another woman. But instead of disappearing into the afterlife, Oiwa came back, her face disfigured by poison, her spirit relentless. Legend says she haunted Iemun so mercilessly that he descended into madness, eventually meeting a gruesome end himself. Yurei hauntings often come with unmistakable signs, candles extinguishing without warning, mirrors cracking, or soft wailing in the dead of night. But the scariest part? They often appear directly in front of their victims, sometimes crawling out of wells, closets, or even appearing in dreams. And it's not just folklore. Even today, people report encounters with Yurei. Japan's Aokigahara Forest, infamous as the Sea of Trees, is said to be haunted by restless spirits of those who died tragically. Visitors often feel a sudden chill, hear footsteps behind them, or catch glimpses of pale figures in the mist. So, what's the deal with the Yurei? Is there a rational explanation, or are these spirits truly supernatural? One theory is that Yurei stories were cautionary tales, designed to uphold social order. Betray your spouse or dishonor your family, and you'll pay the price, even in death. Others argue that these hauntings are manifestations of grief and guilt, amplified by cultural beliefs about the dead staying connected to the living. Then there's the paranormal perspective. Ghost hunters claim the energy of a violent or traumatic death can create a spiritual imprint. Think of it like a psychic scar on the world, replaying the same haunting events over and over. Whether they're psychological, cultural, or supernatural, Yurei legends tap into something universal: the fear of unfinished business and the idea that some wounds never heal, even in death. So, what do you believe? Are Yurei tragic spirits seeking justice, or are they the product of overactive imaginations? Either way, one thing is certain: if you ever hear soft sobbing in the dark, maybe don't look behind you. Next video, we'll travel to Scotland to uncover the bone-chilling legend of the Loch Ness Monster. Until then, stay curious and stay safe. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mysterious and the legendary. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more thrilling legends from around the world. Hit the notification bell so you're the first to know when a new tale drops. Have a favorite legend you'd like me to cover? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than the legend. See you in the next story.